blood brothers, my blood brothers, my blood brothers. We supposed to be blood brothers, blood brothers. We supposed to be blood brothers, my blood brothers. We supposed to be blood brothers.
It hurts 'cause that's my blood brother, and I love him.
Good afternoon. Welcome back to Elite Fantasy Bros with your hosts, Valentine and Gary, aka OG Gary. I am your co-host, Lo. Listen, if this is your first show tuning in, make sure you go back and watch shows 1 and 2.
Thanks.
A lot of valuable information that you need, that you will want to hear, okay? Today, we're going to dive into the minds of Fantasy Elite, breaking down our way to the early targets of wide receivers, tight ends, and defense. All right, so hey y'all ready to dive in?
Yes, ma'am.
Y'all feeling y'all good? Okay.
Let's get it.
All right, so who are some wide receivers that people should keep their eyes on, and why?
It's man. Well, I'll pop it off. Wrong receiver, who I think has got some under the roof, who was going in late first rounds last year, Chris Godwin. All right, so people forgot, Chris Godwin, he was hurt. He got hurt last year. They got AB, got Mike Evans, Gronk, OJ Howard, Fournette, Frodo Jones. The Buccaneers are loaded, right? But think about it. A year later, Brady's getting older. His arm getting weaker, and he likes to target that slot. The slot is an easy 5-yard route, 7-yard routes. Godwin will soak up all those immediate targets and quick dump offs. And I really like Godwin this year. Even last year in a shortened season, he had 65 catches, 840 yards, 7 TDs in 12 games, right? If he played those other 4 games, he's on pace for about 86 catches, about 1,100 yards, and 10 touchdowns. If he finish those last 4 games. So I really like his ability, and he's going in the 4th round this year.
When is he going?
We're going in the 4th round, ADP of 43 this year. I like him over Mike Evans because Mike Evans is more of a deep threat, Godwin is more that intermediate route, slot. I mean, he's a heck of a yard after catch player. So a quick slant can go 20, 30 yards, So I really like Chris Godwin this year. 4th round value, 4th round, and he got first round talent. I know it's a hot target share, but I really like him as a solid low end wide receiver 1 production, catches, yard to catch, touchdown, safety blanket for Brady this year. I really like Chris Godwin.
They said PPR too. That helped.
Yes, sir. The catches. You see, Edelman, Wes Walker, he made them monsters in the slot. So Chris Godwin is way better, way more talented than those guys. And I mean, it's a slot. I really like Chris Godwin this year as a hot targeted slot guy.
Okay, I'm interrupt before you go really quick.
Okay, stop, please.
So I noticed that when he gave his pick, you sounded really surprised. Do you not agree with him? And I'm only asking because the viewers might have that same reaction that you did. Wait a minute, why him? So, I just want...
He backed it up though, like he said,
okay.
I mean, Godwin actually before this year, before this past year, before he had the shortened season, I mean, he was a 1,000-yard receiver.
Yes, sir. Last
So,
year, the top 3 receiver.
He was the top 3 receiver. So, I mean,
Okay.
the only reason, like you said, because of the target share. They kind of threw me because, like you said, the target share, they got Mike Evans, Antonio, they got a few weapons, but to clear it up, I mean, he did good as far as with those dump offs. That's what Brady looked for getting older. Julian Edelman roll there. That helps big time, especially in that PPR. So that was a great take.
Okay.
Especially for 4th round, 5th round receiver that you getting wide receiver 2 with 1 upside. Yeah.
Valentine's I'm asking the question.
Hey,
Come on. Okay, I'm trying to figure it out.
That was interesting.
Come on, OG Gary, lace some people up. What's up?
What we got, man? Let me see that. We're gonna rock with Terry McLaurin. T-Mac, Mr. T-Mac is gonna be my first receiver that you gotta have on your team. I mean, you get this guy in the 4th round, 3rd round. And this is his 3rd year coming in the league. I love those 3rd, 4th year receivers. It seems like they always break out around that time. And this guy is well due, and he's showing what he can do. You know what I mean? So I say, in 2019, the man had 58 catches, 919 yards, and 7 touchdowns. With who was his quarterback?
It was Dwayne Haskins and
who went
Alex Smith. Yeah, he had a carousel.
He had a quarterback carousel. D-Hop had it for a minute.
Yeah, for sure. He still produced.
still produced. 919 as a rookie with who as his quarterback. So that show you what he had. And then came back this next year with Alex Smith, went for 87 catches, 1,118 yards, and then he had a different touchdown.
Yep.
We definitely gonna come up with this year with Fitzpatrick. I see his targets only getting better. They added a receiver with Curtis Samuel to take some of that pressure off of him. And Fitzpatrick don't think and dunk. This man airs it out.
Yes, sir.
T-Mac is
So
get his slant, take it to the house.
Rex.
I mean, if you get this guy in the fourth round as your number one receiver, I mean, you'll be very happy. He's gonna end up top 10 easily. No problem, hands down.
But I like it, Boateng. I like it. Okay, boss. Yes, sir. We're gonna flip back over this way. I'm open. Hey, yes, sir. So my number 2 receiver I'm targeting this year, man. I'm really targeting a lot. I like AJ Brown. Now, he wasn't my juice player, but people like kind of fade off of him because they got Julio Jones over there. But now he's signed to the 3rd round, and to me, that is me. You are getting maximum value. Similar with my G said about third-year receivers. AJ Brown, 3rd year in the league. Now, without Julio, AJ Brown, a lot of double teams going to come his way, a lot of roll coverages. Now you got Julio Jones on the other side. You can't roll nothing over there. Julio demands the same kitchen AJ Brown deserves. So, I mean, AJ Brown one-on-one is a monster. So, he's the top 3 in fantasy points per reception in receivers in the league. I really like AJ Brown to put out a top 5 wide receiver season, and he's going in the 3rd round versus he was going in the late 1st, early 2nd round prior to the Julio Jones trade. So I really like AJ Brown this year as my receiver. I'm targeting in the 3rd round. I really like that. Yes, sir. I'm targeting AJ.
That's only one too. I mean, you got Derrick Henry. How you gonna hold out?
Bro, my play action is gonna be and we've seen several instances where we've seen 2 top 10 receivers, right? We've seen the time where we had Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, 2 top 10 receivers.
Lost Jonnu Smith, so those targets gone away. You know,
man, I really like that. I really like that. So AJ Brown, yes sir.
Good hit. Okay, we're back door.
We on you.
We on you, G.
We got OG. We're gonna go with Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley is gonna be my next receiver you want to have on your team. You know what, running back. They got a hand to it.
Oh,
I mean, you didn't ask for it, but you got your players.
That's what really do. Yes, sir.
One hand all day long. Anyway, we're going Calvin Ridley. With the departure of Julio Jones, I mean, that frees up an immense amount of targets. Immense amount. So, last year, when Julio didn't play a full season, but he still played enough games, Calvin Ridley still had 90 catches, over 1,300 yards, and 9 touchdowns. That was beast. Anytime Julio didn't play, he going for $150, no problem.
Man, heavily targeted.
For sure. And now he's gone. And now you just have, like I said, Kyle Pitts will take that role as far as that Julio, but he's gonna be at the tight end position, brand new. They got rid of Julio, or not got rid of. They traded Julio for a reason. They respect what they have, the talent that they have at the wide receiver position. Like I said, even before then, Calvin Ridley, this is 4th year, one of those other ones. 4th year receivers.
Popping off, yes, sir.
He popped 3rd year, and his 4th year finna be even better than that Julio gone. We talking about, 3rd year, 1,300 yards.
So imagine, now at this point you only
get better. Julio had the demand over 120, 130 targets.
It's opened up now.
It's opened up.
Yeah, free range.
I mean, this man.
Free range, man.
You got your center to 200 targets. Facts. Calvin Ridley, I mean, even before last season, he still was 866, 822. And always had good amount of touchdowns. The man likes to get
the machine.
He's a touchdown machine. He understands the end zone. That's what we like in fantasy.
TDs, man.
We love them TDs.
Yes, sir. You score. Hey, facts.
All day long. And he had 143 targets for 2020. This is with Julio there.
So
for the majority of that season.
He got an upside of 200.
200. Now we entering into that top 3 elite. I mean, he could probably be a number 1 receiver. If Barnhill stays up there, he can be one of them ones. Double coverage or not, it don't even matter at this point. He gonna get a lot of targets in that offense.
Facts. All right, I like it.
And then sound like you over here agreeing a little bit.
I do think that his situation is very very formidable. So I do like Calvin Ridley this year, definitely.
Okay.
The opportunity's gonna be there. I mean, sometimes you're gonna face some double coverage. He's gonna get a lot of targets. We love it.
Targets matter.
They matter.
You get targeted, it means you can get opportunities to get the ball. You get targeted 2 times, and you go, you don't get nothing. So targets matters, definitely. Definitely.
Well, we only have time for one more. I need to bring me a whistle or something because these two get to going. And it's not stopping you. So, all right, the last one. So, we need to figure out who is the juice player that you two have your eyes on. Let the people know.
All right, yes, sir. See that real quick.
This is the juice player for the wide receiver.
This is Mr. Contested Catch, Mr. Fade You Up, a top 3 deep threat. New team, same effect as far as his ability to affect the football game. I like Kenny Galladay. Several reasons why. He's going, his ADP right now is in the 6th round, pick 53, right? It's ADP right now. But his OC is Jason Garrett, right? So let me break down some stats of Jason Garrett's ex-receiver. So, Mouse Austin, as Garrett's ex-receiver, had 1,000 yards receiving, 7 touchdowns. 1,300 yards receiving, 11 touchdowns. Then you got T.O., 1180, 13 touchdowns, 1355, 15 touchdowns, 1050, 10 touchdowns. There's Brian, 1380, 12 touchdowns, 1,213 touchdowns, 1320, 16 touchdowns. You see a pattern of a lot of touchdowns, a lot of yardage as the ex-receiver. Regardless of who you got left, the main man, Garrett, will feed the main man. He got paid $70 million in the offseason. They didn't pay that Clayton that. They didn't pay Shepard. They didn't pay him. Ingram getting paid that. Galladay getting paid that. And I know just Tony in the first round this year, right?
Yeah.
He's exclusively with the second team. Look at he working second team only. We loaded. We Galladay's over there taking up all the reps. Galladay number 1. I love Galladay this year. I got him going about 1250 and double-digit TDs this year. If Danny Dimes can make that breakthrough, I really like Galladay to be a top 8 receiver this year. He has an upside. And going in the 6th round. That's the key. The key is that value. The key is going. So if you had, let's say this I got through, I got Zeke, I got Najee Harris, I got Josh Jacobs, I got a Godwin, then I got a Galladay, and my upside. I can't preach upside enough. You can go Galladay. You can be safe. You can go Tyler Lockett. You can go Cooper Kupp. But I mean, you want that guy who can get you there. I think gotta get you there this year, man. Yes, sir. Bar and this is tension based upon Danny Dimes taking the lead, but I like Garrett. Coaching matters a lot. We've seen coaching a lot. McVay, coaching matters. So Andy Reid, coaching matters. So I really like coaching. Good coach, excellent receiver. I like production in that.
That's good. Dimes might take the elite. I mean, he got a lot of eyes on
him. A lot of eyes, a lot of talent over there, so we should see what happens.
Hey, we're going to see. And then Barkley coming back, too, take some of that pressure.
Fresh. And I want to add one more thing to that argument. Danny Dimes was number 1 in deep passing, in a PFF deep passing rating. Galladay was number 3 as a receiver, as a deep receiver threat. So you add number 1 passing deep threat, number 3 receiving threat. To me, I see holy matrimony. So Kenny Galladay, I like him. Juice player.
Booked.
Bug it in. Juice, who got it, man?
Who got it? Player we're gonna rock is Michael Thomas.
Oh, Mike T.
Mike Thomas, we back at it.
Sure hands, yes sir. Catch everything.
Everybody keep writing him off. This was a 3-time Pro Bowl. Since he came in the league, he has not had less than 1,000 yards. Since the rookie coming in the league, he has not had less than 1,000 yards. So important.
Only besides last year when he got hurt.
Only besides last year when he got hurt, and that's why everybody writing him off. He going into the 3rd round. Michael Thomas is who you want on your team. I mean, literally, the guy, even 2019, right before the injury last year, the man led the league in receptions with 149 of them. Had 185 targets. Elite hands. And we talking about with Drew Brees at the helm. Drew Brees is the GOAT, one of the GOATs, Hall of Fame, hands down.
Facts.
Now you get him a guy, if right now the projected starter is James Winston, people are scared of that. I love that.
Especially
for fantasy.
Man, Winston will slang the peel. That's what he want. He aired it out.
We want that air raid, slang it out, 5,030 and 30. 30 and 30. You did have 30 picks.
But wait, again, we want the receiver production. They'll throw picks.
Yeah, they don't throw picks. You always throw him on the pick. Michael Thomas is on the receiving end.
I like that.
Absolutely.
Sure.
So we're looking at 200 targets plus. I mean, I can see a ceiling, or a ceiling of 200 targets plus with him, with Jameis Winston at the helm. You bring that back with his talent and with who over there with him.
He got minimal competition for targets.
Very minimal competition with targets. He's going in the third round. I mean, it's crazy.
It's ludicrous.
It's
crazy. This is
He's going third round.
Yeah,
It don't make no sense to me. So, I mean, you going third round, you get this guy late third, early fourth, you cannot lose with this. Get him as your number one receiver, pair him with your Cam Akers and your Najee Harris or your Zeke Elliott. Pair him up. I mean,
I like it. I love that. Yeah,
Mike T. Booker.
Fact T. Now we're gonna do a sleeper. We got a sleeper. Now let's see if we can get in the later rounds, 10th round and later. You can get to target this receiver. I'm going T.Y. Hilton. T.Y. Hilton. So let's see if you can get. T.Y. Hilton is going in the ADP is 148 right now. That's like the 15th round. This guy, he's the number one receiver. He turned down millions with the Ravens. Ravens won him this year. He said, "Nah, I'm good." Re-signed with the Colts for $10 million. Between weeks 12 and 17 last year, he was a top 10 receiver. Right? This Rivers finally picked it up, got it going a little bit. He was a top 10 receiver production-wise, and you get him at the 15th round with a better quarterback just in Carson Wentz, better than Brissett, better than Phillip Rivers. You are risking nothing for a potential top 20 receiver. No risk. This is a no risk call. 148. It's like it's a free pick. T.Y. Hilton is going there. Number one receiver, 32 years of age. He's a deep threat. And one thing I'm gonna say is he tweeted. I don't know. He's been working with him, and he said he loves the opportunity to catch the deep ball with Wentz because Rivers couldn't get it there. So keep that in mind. T.Y. Hilton, I'm targeting him in every league. You should as well. No risk, high reward.
Later round, 12 round,
you got for free. You got for free. 15 round, for free. So and he's the one receiver over there. They got Pittman, you got Paris, but no
disrespect to Pittman. I saw a video. I saw a little. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't like what I saw.
A Pittman? He's tall, but he's nothing. He's no. Till Hilton's a speedster.
That's it. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Hands down. So. All right, we're going to cut that there. This pause here. Yeah. But he keep calling me this month.
You never did start when you came on. You was like, all right, y'all, hold on.
Okay.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
My sleeper receiver, we're going to rock with it. We're going to go with this guy. I'm going to line the stats up first.
Please do. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, so since 2010, he was a 7-time Pro Bowler. From 20, he was a 6-time Pro Bowler straight.
Yes, sir.
All the way up until 2018. Faced a few allegations. A few allegations happened.
Sounds okay. Okay, you know what it is.
If you don't know who he is, not to mention he was a 1,000-yard receiver, 1,200-yard receiver plus. 1,200 yards. I mean, he ain't doing 11.
That's his floor.
It's his floor. Talking about 12 plus all 6 times.
I'm sorry. You sure about this guy before you name him? Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Okay, why you don't have the ball?
You know what?
Okay, 1,200 yards. Continue. 1,200 yards.
1,200 back to back. We talking about 6 seasons straight.
Back to back.
Back to back.
Yeah, they wrote him off. Like I said, he faced a few allegations in 2019. 2020 is when he came back. Came back to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This one team he did like.
Okay.
If you don't know by now, I'm gonna let you know. AB Antonio Brown.
Yes, sir.
And Brown. That's the one we're going with as our sleeper receiver. You're getting this guy in the late 10th, 11th round as well. This is a steal.
Come on,
did I not just tell you what he was?
Thanks.
7-time Pro Bowler.
Elite receiver.
Elite receiver. I mean, this dude 1,200 plus. I mean, his credentials speak for themselves, and then he's with the guy. Brady.
Man, they roommates. Brady moved AB in his house to live with him to save him from himself. Yeah. As
you can see, you don't even hear too much about him.
Okay.
Brady moved this dude as roommate, so
Yeah.
the chemistry is definitely there.
The chemistry is
Yeah, real talk.
I mean, the one game he played in 2019 was
The
a
Patriots came in, boom, 63 touchdowns.
So not roommates in camp, roommates in his own personal.
Yeah, moved him to his. I mean, Brady got a mansion, but he.
I mean, I know, but of course, but
yeah,
that's still a big move.
For
You know
sure,
what I
he put
mean?
him in. Yeah, help him make move him in. Like, hey, come live with me. You know, say keep you out of trouble. So
And this man has been on track.
Since
I mean,
then,
he don't
no
have
trouble.
too much trouble
Don't
at
keep him
all.
out.
He know what it is. He know who he with. He know
Facts.
where the win is where he is right now.
and he got a ring finally because before he was had ring with the Steelers with the 3 Bs, short Bs with Bill, Brown, and Big Ben.
And he got that ring. He just let it. He finna tear it up.
Resigned again this year. Came back at the. I mean, yeah, he's.
Oh man, and you getting this guy like I said. We talking about 10th, 11th, 12th round.
Yeah.
Come on now, you
For
get
an
the
elite talent.
elite talent, and
Yeah.
he can take over that Mike Evans. That I know you mentioned earlier all them targets.
For sure.
I mean, even last year with them only playing 8 games, mind you, no off season. You got the COVID season.
Mhm.
Then you got to learn the playbook. So I mean, to come in the gate 8 games in and still went for what 483 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Man,
I mean,
he
come on.
had a blow up against the Falcons week 16, week 17. He had 2 touchdowns, 150 plus. Man, he
He
killed.
showed why he can't be still. It has
Yeah.
not changed.
Yeah.
In the championship, he scored a touchdown. I think he the
Yeah,
only
yeah.
receiver that did score.
Right that boy up nasty. Real
Receiver
talk.
that scored.
Yes,
Mind
sir.
you.
Right that boy up nasty.
I tell you what, man, AB, this is a steal that
That's
you
right,
get.
man.
I mean, it's rape, robbery, or whatever you want to call it inside your league. If you get him in the 10th, 11th round, and you get him, I mean, he got wide receiver 2 upside. I mean, and
Facts.
if he get there to that 1,000 yards again, I mean, with Brady, we don't know who can get it.
Yeah.
But I mean, the difference is
You taking
getting
a
him
low
risk.
risk.
How old? You don't know it could be Mike Evans. It could be guy. It could be
but
But you get this man late
10th round.
He
value.
got the same talent, if not better.
Oh, for sure. No, yeah, yes,
I
sir.
agree. We talking about AB. No much to say. A Brown is my sleeper receiver.
I like it.
That is some great information.
For sure.
Low risk, high reward.
That's
Keep that
key.
in mind.
That's
Yes.
key when you lead.
Yes. Okay. I need you fellas to give me 2 tight end people you think you should keep your eyes on and why. We're gonna start with you, Valentine, number 2.
Okay, I like it. Tight end you should look at, I feel like you should look at heavily this year is Kyle Pitts, right? Kyle Pitts, again, information, he's one of the rookies I really like this year. No Julio Jones. He's a 2. It's really Pitts, Russell Gage. Yeah, so you heard her. She probably but she laughing. Exactly. Really Pitts, Russell Gage, right? So I like Pitts this year. I heard it's a report came out at a training camp that Pitts has been heavily featured in the offense. I mean, the dude's 6'6". I mean, what you featuring? He's 6'6". I mean, you throwing this Cameron Johnson out there. He's 6'6", 4'4", elite talent, 4th pick overall. I mean, he has so many things going into his way to where I feel like there's no way he can't succeed. So I really like Kyle Pitts this year. I'm targeting him in every league. I mean, I want Kyle Pitts. He's Arthur Smith. Arthur Smith produced top 3 production tight ends the past 3 years with Tennessee. I want Kyle Pitts on my team. I'm targeting him everywhere. Get Kyle Pitts.
Thank you. What can I get him?
He's going 6, 7 round, right? But I think his ADP will climb as the summer progresses because you'll hear more and more camp reports. You hear more and more reports on how he's doing this, doing that. Preseason games gonna come. You're gonna see him if he goes out there. He gonna probably shoot up to the 4th round. Right now, you get him if you're doing best ball draft right now. You're doing a draft right now. You get him 6, 7 round right now.
That's a steal.
Yes, sir.
Easy steal.
So yeah.
Come upside with Kelsey and
Facts. So when Kelsey's always he's been 5 reps tight end 1 for the past 5 years. That spot is his. Kittle was hurt last year, but he's a great tight end when he plays. Waller was number 2 last year, had a great year. But after those 3, it's a toss up. You know, anybody can come and take that crown. So I like Pitts coming there, sneaking there to that top 5. Possibly go to the top 3. Yes, sir.
Good deal. And I'm not the biggest fan of tight ends on my fantasy team, but with those tight end premium league, I mean, he's one of those guys that, I mean, he's a wide receiver tight end for real.
No, and great point you made there because you see a lot of these are progressing to the wide receiver / tight end slots. It's not tight end, it's mandatory. So if tight end isn't mandatory, then you can wait a little later. But if it's a mandatory tight end position, I'll target Kyle Pitts that sixth slot. But if it's not mandatory, you can wait a little while because people don't feel like they can get other players in that position. So
Bingo.
It's a great point you made.
Good hit. And just for the same reason, I'm gonna backdoor and I'm gonna go Waller the Baller.
Waller the Baller.
Waller the Baller is still gonna be the tight end that's gonna have that juice. That's one of my top tight ends I like this year. Back-to-back 1,000-yard receiving seasons. Back-to-back.
Yes, sir.
Receiving season. So they still haven't added too many. They actually added another guy to stretch the field with John Brown to go along with Henry Ruggs. You got 2 sharpshooters going down the field.
And it's crazy because they got a lot of small receivers.
That is.
You feel me? So they got Henry Ruggs about 6 feet, John Brown like 5'10", 5'11". So who gonna be that body in the middle?
That body in the middle, Darren Waller, easily. It seems like my team's trying to go that little Tyreek Hill type.
They're
trying.
Everybody's like one Tyreek.
But I guess they could progress. You know,
John Brown. But John Brown. I mean, he doesn't move me. So Hunter Renfrow. I mean. Yeah,
it's not moving too well.
Waller is the
top target. When Carr drops back, number one easily is gonna be Darren Waller. And then, like I said, you guys still got running backs in the back with Josh Jacobs, who I like. And then they just added Kenyon Drake to hit some of that. They actually mentioned him in their slot role.
Facts.
So that's gonna help out as well. But overall, Darren Waller is gonna be drop back. That's the number one target you're going for, is Darren Waller.
Facts.
Tight end.
All right. So we're coming down to the top 2, not 2, which in elite fantasy terms is our juice player for the tight end. Let me hear what you got, Valentine.
Yes, ma'am. So though I love Pitts, I really think that this guy, he is literally he's the number one guy over there. He's probably getting all the targets. This QB loves to target the tight ends. We've seen that last year. The Rams.
I know who you're going to say.
Is it?
Let me make sure first.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
It can't be Hopkins.
I think we agree here. We are on one accord. Hopkins is both our tight ends. We both like Hopkins. I mean, he's a number one guy. It's Hopkins. After him is go down 10 levels. It's Rashad Perriman, who had a great year last year. No knock on him, but again, he had a good year. He had a good ending. 2019 with the Buccaneers when Mike got hurt and Godwin got hurt. He had a great last 3 games, but again, he's been in the league 6 years. Perriman is a journeyman to this point. Lost his dreads, lost his skill. So I like Hockenson. Hockenson is our tight end with target.
That's the tight end with the juice.
TJ Hockenson.
No lie. I mean, you got Jared Goff love the tight ends.
Yes, sir.
Jared Goff's not the best. Like you said, he's an average quarterback at best, but they have nobody else to throw the ball to. And then, like I said, I mean, like you just mentioned. Yeah, Hawkinson's their number one target. He's still a big body out there. They drafted him. Actually, was he a first round draft pick?
I think with the Lions,
he was the top draft pick with them. I mean,
sir.
Going into his 3rd year, he'd been injured a little bit, but with Jared Goff coming in, that's what he like to hit too.
Yeah, facts,
he like
facts.
tight ends too. So
just throw a little nugget out there for y'all. For your deep, you like a 14-man deep league or dynasty league. Go out there and get Amon St. Brown, receiver they drafted this year in the 4th round, rookie receiver. We working the slot this year. So target, you can target. I'm gonna get Amon St. Brown in those deep leagues. He can pop to later half of the season. Go get Amon St. Brown.
Is he a rookie?
He's a rookie. So he got 4th round this year. So I think he's a great target. If you got there 12, 14 man, you need somebody to fill in that 16th man roster spot with some upside. Amon St. Brown, because we see Cooper Kupp in the slot role. St. Brown's in that slot role as well. I like the ability he has to be solid production this year.
You know what? Hey, pay attention to that one. Amon St. Brown, like you see, you getting this guy. He's not going to draft.
He's going to draft him. He's going to draft him.
You get the steal player.
Just a nugget out there,
That's one of the ones. If you think about it though, like some of them receivers, like those rookie receivers, like a Justin Jefferson, he wasn't going early. Now he's going 2nd round. Come on now. I mean, he was going in the 13th
for late.
Sometimes not even drafted.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? He came out the scene 1,400 yards. That's what you're looking for. He was a waiver pick.
Pick up.
And he can't kill these, and then he going 2nd round.
Second round, it's crazy. So just a nugget out there.
Yep.
Opportunity. It's all about opportunity. Perriman is his battle for competition. I mean, and then again, Goff like inside the numbers is why I like Hockenson, which is why I like Amon St. Brown as a receiver for the Lions.
Man, we had the same juice tight end.
Yeah. So
Okay. Hey, Great minds think alike. As you just saw right there. So, hot defend, lock in. They telling you something. I heard bars. Hold on.
It's a freestyle. For sure.
Okay, so guys, we only have time for one defense player that you are targeting this year and why. So we're going to go ahead and jump straight to it. The defense juice player, who do we have?
Our defensive juice player this year, who do we have?
Defensive juice.
Okay. The defense juice man.
Hey.
Okay, then you know what? We're going to go with the Los Angeles Rams. It's going to be my number one defense, juice defense.
I like it. I mean, it's be talent.
Man, you got the corner cover. You got Aaron Donald. You got Jalen Ramsey. You got extra added pieces. Now they got this offense with Matt Stafford. I predict not to turn the ball over as much as Jared Goff.
Fact, for sure.
You know what I mean? So we can't make her stepping into that second year. I mean, these guys got Super Bowl potential written all over them.
Yes, sir.
They say defense what? Win championships.
Championships.
One of those ones.
That's what I heard.
And win shifts, baby.
Hey, dude, one of those just defenses, like I said, I like the Rams with the ball control that they'll have, with the coaches, Sean McVay, with the talent that they have on their defense. You can't go wrong with the Rams. And like you said, they won the first off the board. Go ahead and smash them easy as the Rams, Los Angeles Rams defense is what I have for you guys.
I like it. For my defense this year, I mean, I told y'all I am targeting the Denver Broncos. So Von Miller back off his Achilles injury. They're filled space for Bradley Chubb. They brought in Kyle Fuller. Then they surprised everybody. Hurt my Cowboys when they took Patrick Surtain in the second. Dang. Yeah, he got him early first round. That's why I prayed for the secondary. That hurt us Cowboys. I mean, sorry Cowboys, but yeah, Patrick Surtain's an elite cornerback. I really like him. And then, man, with the defensive mind of Vic Fagiano, I mean, they have one of the league's best defensive minds over there calling the shots. And again, PFF rank number 4 of linebackers, number 1 secondary, number 10 in defensive line. You got 3 of the main of the tiers of defense. They all ranked in the top 10 of the PFF. You got a great defense over there, and then I heard Deshaun Watson want to go over there. So if he goes to the Denver Broncos,
that's a lot.
I mean, that's
I'm gonna ask you about the outfit.
Yeah, exactly.
It's gonna cause more defense.
Yeah. If Watson go there, I mean, you know, again this year though they've been running the ball a lot. You know, with Javonte Williams, Melvin Gordon, they got Jerry Jeudy, Cortland Sutton. I mean, they got talent over there. Tim Patrick. It's just a matter of will Lock take the leap or will they trade for Deshaun Watson? He plays this year, so man, no fun. I mean, they loaded on. I mean, so emphasis on QB. They get a QB over there. I mean, but I like the Denver Broncos defense. The talent is there, potential is there, and they going 16th round. I mean, you can skip over the over the Ravens, Steelers, grab you a Broncos defense because we finish top 5 this year, and my goal is number 1.
Hey, good hit.
Yes, sir.
Don't let Deshaun Watson go.
Man, if he go over there, if he go, I mean, if he go over there, then I mean the receipt. I mean, you want to target that whole, that whole little lotto because they go, yes, sir. I like it.
All right. I have to cut them off, but I'm telling
Oh,
you
before they
get going. All right.
A whole lot of info.
Per usual, you know, our hosts have given us some enlightened information. Thank you, Gary. Thank you, Valentine. Listen, if you don't know, I'm here to tell you that what you are hearing on these podcasts are, do you see these notes right here? Do you see like all that we have? These are people who are giving us elite information about a game that they have had success in for not 1 year, but multiple years, you know? So they're just coming to drop some gems to give you some information. Listen, July 20th, put it in your calendar, put it on your phone, lock in that date because we have the ultimate draft package. You will have, it's so much, but where can I start? You will have up-to-date player rankings, league winning advice, etc. I'm telling you, not to mention fantasy success, all coming from the Elite Fantasy Bros. A direct messaging tool where they will be the ones answering all of your questions and concerns. like and subscribe to our channel. You know, this video. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter. You will find the links below. It will come in handy. They are here to help you anytime. Any questions you have, any concerns, email them. We are here for you. I'm letting you know. We thank you all again for tuning in to another show. We are here. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the content. And before I leave you, they've been passing the football back and forth this entire show. Can I get it one time so I can read the quote of the week? Hey! All right, quote of the day. I think the thing about that was I was always willing to work. I was not the fastest or the biggest player, but I was determined to be the best football player I could be on the football field. And I think I was able to accomplish that through hard work. I don't know much about the game, but I do know much about this player.
The GOAT.
Jerry Rice.
Nice.
So that lets you know that this quote is real. You can apply it to anything that you do in life. We look forward to seeing you on our next show. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Peace.
Elite Fantasy Bros. Elite.
And even though we thug together, I can't trust him. Forever, that's my brother, that's my day one. And even though he played me close, I still pray for him. We blood.
Back on all that